so empty when I'm without you.
Hiya, Christine. Welcome.
The beautiful Club Mermaid. Looking good. I saw your sister working over at the bookstore.
Oh, yeah?
We made some trades. Do you need peepers like your sister?
No.
More later. Waterproof purse. It's the measurements for Goldie the Mermaid. Combo to Mickey's heart. She put on a little weight in all the right places. Another rising star of North Beach. Won't be long before she goes to LA. That's B, the club shutterbug. Joe was maybe making it with her. She looks shell-shocked.
You told me you were
Gotta help Joe escape.
love will distribute
I'm not sick anymore.
the moon.
Can we talk someplace?
Okay, go up.
Forget the sunshine.
So, I found out something interesting.
Yeah?
Whoa, I feel kind of woozy. I think I ate some bad seafood. It's probably not contagious. Oh, that was good. Brought up some lung.
What? I gotta wash up. Stick around. I'll be right back. Just gotta hit the washroom. Don't touch anything.
That's it. Some negatives. A couple contracts. A bullet dispenser. And a business ledger. Ah, and my key. I got Comparing these numbers is more exciting than I would have thought. Mickey stole money from the mafia. If someone tells him, he'll be a dead man. Yeah, I thought that would work too. No, the mermaid might want this back.
I'll walk you out.
I'm a pistol-packing mama.
So
Goldie the Mermaid's contract.
when I'm without you.
Negative of the chaplain. He's marrying two guys together. I don't quite know what to think about that. I think it's the most. I got your contract from Mickey. You're a free mermaid. Free to swim the 7 seas. Just promise that you'll help me and Joe out if we need something from you one day. Can you do that?
I hope so.
Looking good. More later.
So lonely, so empty when I'm with.
I'd better keep the negative. If I get that developed, maybe the photo will persuade the good father to do me a favor or two. I don't see the negative of the chap. He's marrying two guys together. I think it's the most. Shooting around randomly might lead to trouble. Shooting around randomly might lead to trouble. No, this...
So lonely, so empty when I'm
Shooting around
without you.
Nope, I'm beat.
You told me
Nothing I could
you
do.
warned me.
Big colored
that
guy.
love
I can.
will deceive you.
Hi, B.
The moon
Can't meet.
forgets the sunshine.
Okay. Negative of the chap. He's marrying two guys together. I don't quite know what to think about that. I think it's the most. I'm a piss. That won't get it developed. That won't get it developed. Oh boy, I got the goods on Mickey. He's dead if the right people find out. Are you okay?
I'm. That.
So lonely, so empty when I'm with.
I still got. No. Nope. Nope. Oh boy, I got the. He's dead if the. Negative. He's. I don't quite know what to. I think it's the most. If the warden signs it. If the warden signs it, Joe gets out of solitary. Caffeine. Hey, Tomato. I got B from the club to model for you.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Sutter. Not getting your... Shooting around random... What's the special? New soup. Yum.
It's nice of you.
Gotta run, Viv.
Thanks.
Yeah, I thought that would work too.
He said a guy ran a white cell.
Father's working late.
So lonely, so empty.
No, this thing might help me against Mickey. I better keep...
Without you, you told me you weren't alive.
Shooting around random. Not getting your...
So empty when I'm
My favorite
without
jazz
you.
record. I love the pianist. I'm a
You
pistol-packing
told
mama.
me you warned me that love will deceive you. So lonely, so empty when I'm
Nothing I could.
without
Big.
you.
I can work.
I gotta help Joe escape.
You warned me that love
That won't help me get the warden's
will
signature.
deceive you. The moon
No, this thing might help me again.
forgets the sunshine.
Shooting around.
When we were as one.
Looking good. I saw your sister.
Oh yeah?
We made some trip. Do you need pee?
No.
When are you girl?
Next month you should. It all.
If I could promise you
Uh-huh.
more No, this... That won't get it developed. Ain't gonna work. That won't get it developed. That won't get it. That won't get it. That won't get it. Out of luck. That won't get it. That won't get it. That won't get it. That won't get it.
Someone got shot inside.
Shut it.
What? One good quake and this wall...
Why don't you find a lamppost and get to work?
I wouldn't have to if you.
Go in. Less trouble. And don't the rest of you get any ideas?
How much does... Still not gonna work. Not getting...
Hold it right. Joe said.
idea.
Sorry then. Hands off that grid.
Guess I need Joe's passport.
Yep.
Shooting around randomly. No, this... Still not gonna work. They won't team up. Ain't gonna work. They just can't work. Caffeine. Hey, Tomato.
Let's go to...
I got nothing more. She likes to sketch here because people hold their poses. What's in your bag of tricks? What are you muttering about?
You working on a new poem?
No.
Spill, go on.
Nuh-uh. What's in my head's my own. Sutter. Sutter's duffel bag. He must be moving again. No, this... All the writers and artists and poets who drifted by. 50 years from now, no one will remember their... Hey, Tomato. Mickey can't fool the world.
So empty when I'm
not
without you.
Oh.
You told me.
So, I found out something interesting.
Yeah?
Whoa. Must have picked something.
What?
Either from...
I'll be right. Just got... Don't touch anything.
Mermaids have been in this club since the gold rush. Even gangsters have paperwork. Man, he makes a lot of stupid bets. And terrible loans.
I'll walk.
So lonely, so empty when I'm without you. You
Oh boy,
told
I got the
me
goods on Mickey. He's dead if the right people find
you
out.
warned me that love.
Negative of the he's marrying two guys together. I don't quite know what to think about that. I think it's the most. Negative of the chap. I don't quite know. I think it's the most.
Forget the sunshine.
If I bend this key...
When we were as one, once in a life,
Hi, B. Can't talk
we
here.
were happy.
Meet me.
But then you say,
Can you develop this negative for me?
No problem, but I have to run home to do it.
Okay, I'll check back with you later.
Here's the print.
What's the photo of? The priest is in the center. He's doing a wedding ceremony. He's marrying two guys to each other. Maddie and Sutter. I can't believe they didn't invite me to their wedding.
You know, I took that picture. Mickey stole it from me to blackmail the priest. How did you get your hands on it?
I snatched it from Mickey.
You did?
Well, those are my friends getting married in the photo. I want them to have the photograph.
That's great, Christine. Give them the negative too, will ya?
Sure, you can trust me. A photo of the father marrying Sutter and Maddie. Okay.
so lonely, so empty when I'm
Caffeine. No, Daddy.
What?
Recognize it?
What do you want?
You work on Alcatraz, right?
Let's talk, my child. This way.
I know what you did. I got the photo. You'll be defrocked.
It all comes from love. God loves everyone. I thought you'd be hip. You had to fight to marry Joe.
Look, I hate to use this against you, but if you want the negative, you gotta help me and Joe stay in touch.
I guess I have no other choice. Let me know what you need.
About our deal. You promised to help me and Joe.
Okay, but only if you keep that photo secret. What do you want?
What were those pictures doing in Mickey's safe?
He started blackmailing me a couple of days after I married Sutter and Maddie. I've been at his mercy ever since.
Mickey can't make you do anything now. I need you to ask Joe for some information for me.
If you insist.
Tell him Evan guards the fridge. He'll know what that means. I hope.
I'll let you know what he said.
Did you already ask Joe about Evan and the fridge?
Not yet, but I'll take the first ferry to Alcatraz in the morning.
You'd better. I'll cut you some slack. See you around, Padre. About our deal. You promised to help me and Joe.
Okay. What do you want?
I'll cut you. Caffeine. Hate to. Sutter. Maddie's happy. Another.
Hold it. Joseph.
I ya.
Sorry. Hands off.
Guess I need Joe's.
Yep.
So lonely.
Hi, Bee.
Can't. Meet me in
So
the powder.
empty when I'm without you.
Okay,
We already talked about that.
now that you mention it. What's with Mickey?
That boy, he was the same every.
Okay.
So lonely, so empty when I'm without.
I better keep the negative. About our deal.
Okay, but only if you. What do you want?
Did you already ask?
Not yet, but I'll take the first.
You'd better. I'll cut you some slack.
So
Hi, Bee.
lonely,
How-
Can't talk. Meet me in the
so
powder.
empty when I'm without you.
We already talked about.
Now that you mention it.
So lonely, so empty when I'm.
Looking good. More later. It's cold and lonely. No time to fall in. I got work. It still works. I talked the phone company into giving me another month. Used to have lingerie there, but what's the point now? Wish I had something nice for when Joe sees me again. Mismatched underwear. My cramped sock. All the scenes we meant to visit. I haven't had new clothes in years. Didn't realize how much of it's black. Some paintings I did with Bernadette. I haven't had time to paint since Joe went away. We're publishing the first issue of my mag. Joe's old printing press. He can fix anything. My beat pals outside the cafe. Negative of the chaplain. I don't quite know what to think about that. I think it's the most.
I can't get out until Mason.
Almost good as new. I looked inside. Nothing strange there. What's in your bag of tricks? What are you muttering about?
You working on a new poem?
No.
Spill, go on.
Nuh-uh. What's in my head's my own. Hey, Tomato.
So lonely,
I'm not sick.
so empty when I'm without you.
So,
Yeah?
that's it for now.
I'll walk you out.
So lonely,
No dice.
so empty when I'm without you.
Night, baby. Oh, God, I can barely see through the fog. Making money off misery. The old pier warehouse. I hate strangers watching my husband. Sturdy fishing boats. I'm a pretty good sailor. The flyer for my publication party. End of the month. Boys in the bushes, you know. He's sleeping. It's a big old church. What did you think it was? He said a guy ran from the armored truck. A white sound. Shooting around ran. I wish there were. But I think in this world, we got a lot of craftsmanship there. Wonder if those artists did it for the bread, or were they believers? Too high for mortals. Secure window. No one's coming through. Father's working late. About our deal.
Okay, but only what do you want?
Did you already?
Not yet.
You'd better. I'll cut you. I better keep the negative. No, this thing might. Shooting around ran. For once, aren't we all? Nice old cash register. Must have been here since the Barbary Coast days. Authors that spoke here, or got thrown out of here. I can't get much cash for it. Besides, I fence most of my stuff here. She likes the old tunes. This song is pretty. No need. Some guy's always up that ladder, lost in a cloud of poetry. Or porn. Books from the Book of the Month clubs. We order them under false names and resell them here. Ancient. Only seems to get old shows. She gave me her old Chinese one, which has been handy.
It's nice of you to visit.
I don't know what to do now. Are you gonna Someone busted it while I was...
I haven't found it.
Your nephew.
I wish that all he should be.
Everyone keeps telling me I'm sick of it.
They don't like that Joe took you away from them. That Officer Grassi. I think he bent some rules to...
We better change. Gotta run.
Thanks.
It's locked.
Don't touch those.
It's locked.
Don't touch those.
Shooting around. Shooting around. There must be a better use for this pin. There must be a better use for this pin. Empty. Empty. Looks like old photos. Maybe family she's left behind. Ink-stained gloves. They're dripping with... Empty. Looks good, whatever it was. Viv reads 2 or 3 Chinese papers a day. There's only one place for this key. What do you know about this?
He was the cop.
What's the address?
DuPont Street.
DuPont? That's rip. Oh man, not much time left. Wouldn't fit in my apartment. She has a way with accessories. That's over. Mickey can't fool the world much longer.
So empty when I'm...
I gotta help Joe escape.
Nothing I...
Told
Make
me you warned me that love
That's B, the club shutterbug.
will disappear.
Joe was maybe making it with her. She looks shell-shocked.
The moon
Hi, B.
against the sunshine. When we
She seems familiar. I think I've seen her on the ferry from Alcatraz. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Thanks.
That won't help me get the... Nope, I'm beat. No, if I lose this permission... Okay. No, if I lose this...
so empty when I'm without you.
Looking good. I saw your... Oh yeah, we made... You need... No. More later. How much does Mickey?
Not enough to listen to mouth.
I got this. Did you? I don't.
The sex is too much. We're at the
God, Joe, just tell him everything. What's the angle on?
All I do, and God.
Did he spill about his arm because he didn't?
Yeah, you live. I told him.
You know
Nah,
how often?
a lot we drink.
I never knew. Well, I'll let you. Well, and write me a bittersweet then. Not getting your. I should. I better hold on to it. I better hold on to it.
Hold it. Joe said only someone who knows the passphrase.
Joe loved that book.
Sorry. Hands off.
Guess I need you.
Yep.
Don't need it. Tea leaves. That won't help Joe escape. I sleep here when it's too hot inside. Not now, of course, it's freezing. It's cold and lonely. That would be a waste. Almost good as new. I took all our. It's empty now. About our.
Okay, what do you want?
What were those pictures?
He started blackmailing me a couple of days after I married Sutter and Maddie. I've been at his mercy ever since.
Mickey can't make you do anything now. Did you already ask Joe about Evan and the fridge?
Not yet, but I'll take the first ferry to Alcatraz and...
You'd better. I'll cut you some slack. See you around, Padre. I better... Father's working late. Caffeine. I got nothing. She likes to sketch here because people hold their poses. Hey, Tomato. Don't tell Joe.
So why didn't he give
An excellent. Just close and note. I've rifled through it before. Sutter's duffel bag. He must be moving again. That famous poet, Sutter. Well, famous round here anyway. Maddie's happy again. Another marriage saved by lies and... It's a picture of me and Joe from Grassi's files. Ugh, it looks like we're posed for a mugshot. We took it on a rainy day in Catalina. We spent most of the time arguing about money. If the warden signs it, Joe gets out of solitary. Part of Joe's plan for a safe, I guess. It doesn't say where the safe is, though. It says, the keys are with Bernadette, Viv, and Sutter. I wish he wouldn't trust Bernadette with these things. Vivian's probably at home right now, wondering when I'll pay the rent. Sutter's usually hanging out at the cafe. So is Bernadette. The V key, V for Vivian, our landlady. The B key, the cutest key. Some lock is waiting for this key. Negative of the chat. He's marrying. I think it's the bobby pin. I'm a pissed. What's in your bag of...
What are you muttering about?
You working on a new poem?
No.
Spill, go on.
Nuh-uh. What's in my head's my own. Hi, B. How's biz?
So
Can't talk here.
empty when
Meet me in the
I'm
powder room.
Without you.
I better hold on to it.
We already talked.
Now that... Okay, gotta scram. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Thanks.
She seems familiar. I think I've seen her on the ferry from Alcatraz.
So lonely. So
He'll break my arm if I touch him.
When
I can see. It's
without
locked.
you.
It's locked.
You told me
There must be a better use for this pin.
you warned me
It's locked.
that love will deceive you. The
Mickey
moon
can't fool the world much longer.
forgets the sunshine.
I'm not sick anymore.
Okay, we'll talk there.
As one, once in a life.
So,
Yeah?
that's it. No, this thing. No dice. Mermaids have been in this club since the gold rush. There's nothing behind it. His safe is right over there. He'll never let me. Whoa. Must have picked.
What? Just... Don't touch anything.
I got everything important. Not getting your... shooting around. That would be a waste of... That would be a waste of...
Oh,
So lonely, so empty when I'm
No dice.
without you.
Nothing I could do.
You
Big
told
colored
me
guy. I can work him to death and he doesn't
you
complain.
warned me that love will deceive you. The
No,
moon
this...
forgets the sunshine when we're
About our deal. You promised...
Okay, what do you want?
I'll cut you some slack. See you around, Padre. I better keep the neck...
so lonely, so empty.
I'm not sick any...
when I'm
okay.
without you.
So...
Yeah.
Whoa. Must have picked...
Don't touch anything.
It's a direct line somewhere. No operator.
Yeah.
This is Mickey's private secretary. To whom am I speaking?
Hang up the phone, sister. If you don't know who I am, we got nothing to say.
I wasn't ready for that talk. I think it's his direct line to the mob, or some mouthpiece for the mob. I've never seen Mickey use it. I wasn't ready for that talk. I think it's his...
I'll walk you.
So lonely, so empty when I'm without you.
Looking good. More later.
So lonely,
Hi, B. How's biz?
Can't talk
so
here.
empty.
Meet me in the
when
patio.
I'm without you.
Okay. She'd be a great... Nothing scares her. She seems familiar somehow. I think... Are you okay?
I'm... Thank...
without you. You told me
I'm not sick anymore. Can
you weren't
Okay,
me.
go up to the office.
Love
We'll talk there.
will deceive you. The
So-
moon
Whoa. Must have.
Don't touch anything.
Ma'am, I've been auditing Mickey's books, and there are some irregularities.
So?
Well, he left the safe open by mistake, and this ledger he keeps inside doesn't match the one on his desk.
Really? Read it out to me.
January 16th, 1954. He wrote down $5,000 as broken inventory. But then his other ledger says he spent it at the Tanforan racetrack. Payment $10,000.
Jesus, that lady, you did the right thing.
Well, if you want to ask him about it, you'll have to wait till tomorrow. He'll be leaving the office around 4 a.m.
Beautiful. I hope you and I never meet. Good night.
I should warn the girls. I've never seen Mickey use it.
Oh,
so lonely, so empty when I'm without you.
Yeah. I think the mob's making a move tonight. You might want to close early.
what's the 4 alarm?
Hope they won't notice.
Got a call from the boys.
It's okay. They gave me till the end of the month.
They say you just ain't worth it.
Oh!
Now your money belongs to me.
Christ. Sheesh. Mickey's dead and you've got your contract. Nothing's holding you here. I was with you for the last half hour, okay?
Uh-huh.
And don't go out the back tonight. Looking good. More
So lonely, so empty.
Hi, Bee.
When
Can't-
I'm
Me?
without you.
Okay.
So lonely, so empty when I'm
This form needs the warden's signature.
I need the warden's signature to copy. Then we see. It's nice of you to visit.
Gotta run.
Thanks.
Things aren't working out. This letter has the warden's signature.
His signature looks tired. Looks like an old dragon. He must have a sad life. Give me a minute, Christine. Here you go. Everyone will think the warden is releasing Joe from solitary.
Thank you so much.
It's nice
Got around.
Thanks.
So lonely, so empty.
Nothing I could.
I'm
I can work him to death and he doesn't complain.
You told me, you warned me that love.
Wow. Don't tell me how you did that, lady. I just appreciate it. Thanks.
Treat that mechanic decent, okay? I got a soft spot for convicts.
Against the sunshine.
1229, we're leaving. Guess you got some guardian angel. The warden signed you out of solitary early. Open up on 3.
Time will tear it down eventually. Main cell block. Top floors are the hospital. Bottom floors, the mess hall. I can't reach that window from here. His stomach is grumbling.
I'm on hunger strike. They denied my parole. Give me something to eat, I might talk.
Here.
So you're looking to bust out?
I never said that.
You know about the Spanish dungeons? They run under the cell block. You can practically get to the water's edge. It's blocked off. The guards never check there.
They won't fit.
You know about they run. You can.
Joe? 15 years ago, I had a plan to get out. I'm too old, but you might make it. But before I give it away, I need something from you. Cash or pills. I won't give up my plan for free.
Take it. What's your plan?
The key is get into the hospital. Get a nice long stay so you got time to work. Someone loosened a window 20 years ago. Repaired it with fake bolts. It's right there. You can see it.
Which window?
Memory's a little soft there. Old age.
He looks scared.
Well, hurry up. I got other buyers.
I can't reach that window from here. I better stay around Hank and Bumpy for now. If I want to get off this damn rock, I need to know what they know.
You know about the. They run under this. You can practically.
Bumpy told me about the Spanish dungeons that run under the cell block. He says I can enter them just outside the yard and then get right to the water's edge. The lizard wanted to leave his head on his pillow to dodge the head count and then escape underground. Not a bad idea, though I prefer...
Cash or pills? Cash or...
Here, take it.
Okay, Joe. Ward room 3. Now I remember.
I'm not going to fit through there.
True. You are a bit bigger than me. Then you'll need a bar spreader. Lift up a car with.
Does someone have a bar spreader?
Don't know.
They're metal, though. Hard to get it through the snitch box. What was that again about the window?
The key is get into the hospital. Get a nice long stay so you got time to work. Someone loosened a window 20 years ago. Repaired it with fake bolts. It's right there. You can see it.
What's after the hospital window?
Climb up to the roof from there, then cross here. Best to do that during heavy fog. Get down to the Spanish dungeons, through the tunnels to the island's edge.
Then what?
Get out around the south end of the island. Bring a rope. Climb down to the caves. You need a raft or a pickup. A life vest could help.
I got some more questions. What's after the hospital window again?
Were you even listening? Climb up to the roof from there, then get down to the Spanish dungeons. Get out around the south end of the island. Bring a rope. Climb down to the caves. You need a raft or a pickup. A life vest could help.
A pickup?
A boat out there, if the fog will cover. At least a car on shore. You got a wife on the outside, right?
How can I send a message to my wife?
Can't help you there. Everyone I knew outside is long gone.
What about the water?
I got to the caves once, but the water was too cold.
Which caves?
The caves all along the edge of the island. Me and another fella hid in the caves for 2 days. They declared us dead at first and said we drowned. I wish we'd held out. Eventually a patrol boat saw us. They tacked on 20 more years.
You said in line there are 4 ways off the island?
For 2, you gotta dress like a guard or a soldier. That's not gonna work for you. Another takes a big team, and I hear you work alone.
Other people are trouble. You said this project expires?
That was just salesmanship.
You said in line. You said
that was.
Where does gas pipe work?
They fired him from dock detail. Maybe the powerhouse?
I think I got it. Hope your plan's as good as you say. My life depends on it. And probably my wife's too.
The route's good. Guaranteed.
How'd they get you?
No fog to cover my swim. Some things you can't control.
Hey, Joe. I heard you're going after Hank's loose window.
Well,
that window is Robert Stroud's cell. Ward 3 in the hospital. Stroud the Birdman won't just let you in his cell.
Got any advice?
Try to get your hands on this book.
An old book card for Stroud's Digest on the diseases of birds.
He'll appreciate it.
That'll help my escape.
One day, I'll ask you for a favor, and then you better not disappoint good old Frank.
I wonder if it's still loose. I can't reach that. Don't have time to stand around. It's live. Another power junction. Power here is unreliable. All this was retrofitted in the 30s. Power box, I'm guessing. The meters are wrong. This guard needs to calibrate. The guards will never let me adjust that. No chance to open that. It must access the coils. If this works like a mine detector, only guards are allowed near it. It's got a 60% accuracy rate. I'll talk once I'm through this thing.
Hurry up.
Hey, Chief. There should be an adjustment screw on that pointer.
The what? Ah, got it. Okay, he's clean.
I got work for you around the island. You get fresh air, get to walk around at different jobs.
Sure thing, boss.
Fix this washer.
An old library card for Stroud's Digest on the diseases of birds. Christine would know where to find it. I'm sure the Birdman would appreciate seeing his book in print. An old library card for Chris. I'm sure Hank told me there's a loose window in the hospital. If I fight gas pipe one more time, the lizard wanted to leave his head on his pillow to dodge the head count. And Bumpy told me about the Spanish dungeons that run under the cell. A big metal. Good find. better pick it up before Mason spots it. It's not my job to fill that machine. That one's working. I don't fold, I just fix the machines. Hey, Mr. Mason.
That machine ain't fixing it. Back to work, freeloader.
Good. Another hanger. Bed sheets. I can use them for rope. Hope no one will notice if I take just one or two. A powerful tool, or a back scratcher. That doesn't need... I don't think that's not going to work.
Hi, Joe.
Hey.
That's it? Did y'all fight? Was she late for her visit?
Nope.
Someone said she was spending time with a car thief.
Dale, he's our friend. He'd visit, but he's not legal family.
Quiet over there.
You got any lines on escapes?
Hank's selling a plan. He worked it out with the Birdman.
Yeah.
You need a partner?
I can't.
I'm an ace swimmer. We can split when we get to shore. Please.
No, I can't take you. I'm sorry. I got sent here because I trusted a partner. I'm sure it wouldn't happen with you, but I can't take the risk again. It's not you, okay? Are we cool? I need your friendship.
Yeah. Oh.
What do you need?
I'm putting together a new outfit. Get me some ladylike things. You get around.
What do you know about that CO, Mason?
I can see why you're married. Mason's fighting with his wife. He's getting frustrated. I see him looking me over once or twice. He lives in building 64, second floor.
What about Bruno?
He's afraid to fight. He's still hanging on to his good time credits.
You ever talk to that chaplain?
No, we are not on speaking terms.
Here, a present.
Oh, lovely. They're working you so hard. I hope we can get a little time together. Let me make you happy. The guards won't see a thing.
I'm married.
I don't care.
Okay. You gonna say something?
Let me be your girl.
Sounds like there's a lot of pressure in this pipe. I'm making a break.
Joe, take me. I got family we can hide with. Talk to me. Say something.
I got work.
Hi, Joe.
Some piece of fabric. I need to pull out what's clogging the drain. He only talks to whites. So we have him work the bleach machine. A kidnapper from... Bugman went crazy from the noise. He thinks light bulbs are out to get him. He used to talk, but he lost the ability. Not one of those situations that require a wrench. No go. There goes another 5. The drain's clogged. Some piece of fabric. I need to pull out what's clogging the drain. Nothing's really wrong. I'll just pretend to adjust it. That doesn't need... Not one of those situations that require a wrench. He only talks to whites. So we have him work the bleach machine.
Where do you think you're going?
Hey, Mr. Mate.
That machine ain't fixing itself. Back to work, freeloader.
Hi, Joe.
What do you need?
I'm putting together and get me some ladylike. You get her.
I better keep my shiv hip.
Hi, Joe.
No go. I don't think a shoelace... Almost. Some lingerie got stuck in there.
Thanks, Joe.
Can you use this?
Oh, and it's nearly my birthday. You didn't even know. Listen, I know you're feuding with Gaspard. Bring me some fashion magazines, and I'll make you a knife-proof vest.
I fixed it up an hour ago.
Hi, Joe.
How can I stop gas pipe?
You know what you need? You need a knife-proof vest. I can sew you one. I just need 2 thick magazines. Fashion magazines.
I'll see what I don't fold, I just fix the machines. Done.
Outside. Back to work. I'm walking you to the jobs. Don't talk to anyone. Don't try and steal anything.
How's the beach?
I saw your femme at confession. Look, I know you love your wife. I want to help you guys out, honestly. But helping convicts is dangerous. I gotta be careful.
Why would you help us, Father?
Let's just say your dame is quite good at negotiating.
I know.
Christine asked me to tell you. Evan guards the fridge.
The fridge? She's already there. I'll write you a note for her.
Next chance I get, I'll bring it to your doll. I promise I won't read it.
Not too worried there. No one will be able to make much of what I wrote. Not even God. No wonder the speaker isn't working. Someone tried to repair it and just shoved random parts in there. Now it should work again. The bulb burned out. This projector never... That's not going to... Nothing worth taking. What they use as an altar. The chaplain isn't looking. Let's check out his stash. Some torn pages and a worn-out Tijuana Bible. Underground smut won't help much here. A pornographic Popeye comic titled Thar She Blows. Wow. Yep. Olive oil's already blowing wimpy on page 3. Hey, isn't that Hank's name on the back? Nothing important. Hymns. Square ones. Come with me, little one. You're too young to be exposed to religious doctrines. One of those pesky seagulls abandoned her nest. An egg from the chapel. An egg from the chapel. Father.
Yes?
What's your latest project?
A program for cons who get their walking papers. You know how hard it is out there to find work.
Gonna give them all street jobs? Turn them into squares?
It's Dullsville, but you live longer. We just need a little more to buy a warehouse.
I make 3 cents an hour, Father.
Joe, we can talk confidentially. You have a lot of folding green outside, don't you?
Priests shouldn't believe in fairy tales. We were talking about you in the laundry.
What goes down there?
What do you mean?
My shirts come back slashed, man. Very uncool.
Oh, well, you censor our mail. You gotta expect we'll make a few cuts now and then. I got work to do.
Hurry up.
Don't know much about him. Underground smut won't help much here. Underground smut won't help much here. Ready.
Move. Come on.
The generators need daily maintenance.
The generator's making trouble again, 1229. If you don't want to stare at the walls of your cell again, get it fixed.
Good find. The generator isn't starting. I bet it's a problem with this panel. One of the connector cables under there needs to be replaced. I don't think a No, I need my reflexes. But the others sure want to drink it. Smells like Pruno. Rock juice. Raisins and figs plus a cup of yeast and some sugar. It's been fermenting a few weeks. Just what I needed. It's empty. Nothing I need to take. Paint cans, mostly dried up. Now the panel should be working again. The generator still is... Better take a closer look at the old girl. What are those 2 unattached gears doing in there? That's only part of a belt pulley. All right. One cog was too big, the other was too small. I'm gonna have to manufacture a gear. I need to work on this at the shop. Can't combine. Not the right. Ain't gonna happen. She's not running. I have to use the control panel to fire her up. But first, I should find the missing part. I'm not ready to fight him. Without some protection, I won't stand a chance against Gaspipe. He'd gut me in the blink of an eye. Brute force won't get her running again. I need the right tools and parts to convince her to run another. Ain't gonna happen. No go. Can't use the fan belt without installing a belt pulley first. No, but... No, but maybe I can carve something out of the brush over in the shop. Nothing left.
Aren't you gonna fix the generator? Aren't you gonna fix the gen...
Need some parts. Fixed. It's a sturdy model. They used them in the army. Fixed. A damn waste of... I suppose I shouldn't say damn here. Hank, I need a rope.
I'm so tired.
So, you need something to cheer you up? Then you'll get me some rope.
Don't know.
I'll find something to perk you up. I need a rope.
I'm so...
So, then...
Don't know.
What's the word?
Gaspipe's looking to carve you up. You ready?
I'm working on it. You've got time for one last run. What are they gonna do to you? Give you life again?
I hope not. This one fairly kicked my ass. I just can't do it. Escaping is a young man's game. You got a beautiful wife who needs you. I'm too old to start again.
Take care of yourself, Gramps. Is this your Tijuana Bible? It's got your name on it. It's about Popeye's lady paying a visit to good old Wimpy.
You can't trust the frails. Joe, we talked about my project, right?
Sure, Pops.
Starts in the hospital. A loose window. You're gonna need a crapload of rope. Get everything you can.
You okay, old? About the rope.
You're gonna need a crapload.
Take care of yourself. I'll tie these together. They won't fit together. It doesn't need... His machine works. He's not working too hard. He's got years to go. What's new?
They denied my parole.
What? I don't get it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna fight the case. If they take me to a courthouse in this city, I get to wear a suit. I shoot my way out of the courtroom, kill a few guards, don't even have to change my clothes.
Hey, no talking. Fix his machine.
Just 'cause there's a bullet in my head, don't make me dumb.
Bumpy, malign... doesn't need... Yeah, there's your problem.
You're working for them now.
I'm playing them. You'll see. I have to tighten that cog. The fan belt tore apart. It's a thin one. Thin like a string. I don't think we have a replacement for that. This shoelace could work as a fan belt. Yeah, it's too dry, though. It'll shred itself apart. I don't think a shoelace will work. No, but maybe I can carve something out of... No, not the right... No, but... Ain't gonna happen. It is a fan belt, but it's way too big. It could fit onto one of the generators, though. And that's not going to work. And that's not going to...
Hey, Joe, you're working for Mason again.
Yep.
Good move, Joe. Good move.
All secure. No escape that way. Some oil. Smart. Nothing there I need for... Closed and barred. Nothing to help my... I'm not here to sit and take a smoke, but I will take this old magazine. Another would... An old issue of International Mechanics, choosing your generator, DC or AC. That offers no tactical advantage. The windows still fill the room with light. Light switch. Fits just right. Yeah, there's your problem.
You're working for them now.
I'm playing them. You'll see.
Oh, lovely. One more, and you got yourself a shiv-proof fence.
That won't help me. Ready.
Move it. Come on.
Can't use the fan belt without installing a belt pulley. That doesn't need a... That doesn't need a... That doesn't... And that's not going... That doesn't need... No, there's a gear missing. I need to replace... No go. Can't combine. No go. Ain't gonna happen. One cog was too big, the other was too small. I'm gonna have to manufacture a gear. I need to work on this at the shop. No, but maybe there's no loop. At least in that respect, she's in pretty good shape. Brute force won't get her. I'm not ready to fight him. Without some protection, I won't stand a chance against gas pipe. He'd gut me in the blink of an eye. Nothing I need to take. Nothing left.
Aren't you gonna fix the generator? The generator still sounds bad.
Need some parts. Nice work. A damn waste of a... I suppose I shouldn't say damn here. Father.
Yes?
I got work to do. Nothing there. I need... Still have to tighten that cog. Smart. Let's give it a test. Fixed. Fixed.
Just because there's a bullet in my head, don't make me die.
Hey, Joe, you're working for Mason. Yep. Good move, Joe. Good move.
That offers no tactical advantage. The windows still fill the room with light. No go. That's not going to... Not the... That doesn't need an egg from the chapel. No, but maybe I can carve something out of the bush. No, but... No. No, but... Done.
All right, put your stuff back and let's go.
He used to talk, but he lost the ability. He only talks to whites. So we have him work the bleach machine. He doesn't need... It's not my job to fill that machine. Bed sheets. Could be useful. I don't fold, I just fix the machines. I fixed it up an hour ago.
Hi, Joe.
Done.
Outside. Back to work.
You okay? Take care.
Hurry up.
Don't know much about him. Nothing important. Looks comfy, but I'm a pretty...
Aren't you gonna fix the generator?
No, I need my reflexes. But the others sure want to drink it. Smells like rock juice, raisins and figs, plus a cup of yeast and some sugar. It's been fermenting a few weeks. She's not running. I have to use the control panel to fire her up. But first, I should find the missing parts. Someone removed one of her belt pulleys, and without a fan belt, I can't connect it to the generator. I'll also need a gear to transmit the power. Gas pipe probably tried to fix her. He doesn't know how to treat a lady. Another rotting fan belt. Everything falls apart here. Can't come. That doesn't need a. That doesn't need a. That does. No, but maybe I can carve something out of the brush over in the shop. No go. No, but maybe I can carve something out of the brush over in the shop. No. No. No, but. No, but. No, but. No, but. Not the right pair. Ain't gonna have. Not the right pair. And that's not gonna work. And that's not gonna work. And that's not gonna. I can't use the fan belt without installing a belt pulley first. That doesn't need rope. No go. I'm not ready to fight. Without some protection, he'd gut me in the blood. I'm not ready to fight him. Without some protection, I won't stand it. He'd gut me in the blink. Nothing left. It's empty. Nothing I need to take. Paint cans, mostly dried up. He's not working too hard. He's got years to go. Fixed. Bumpy, malingering. I'm not here to sit and take a smoke. No. It doesn't need it. Nothing there I need for it. Some broken debris from a sabotaging machine. Light switch. No go. It doesn't. Ready.
Move it. Come on.
It's the Sin Hound from North. Looks like he's setting up for Catholic services. Father.
Yes?
We were talking about...
What goes down?
What do you mean?
My shirt's come back very...
Oh, well, you gotta... I got work to do. Nothing worth taking. What they use as an altar. Nothing worth taking. Hymns. Square ones.
So lonely, so empty when I'm without you. So lonely, so empty when I'm...
Christine, I see the Lord has brought you here.
Actually, I took a cab. What's up, Father?
Joe wants you to have this.
A note. Yes, that should help me with Evan Canfield. About our deal.
Okay. What do you want?
Again, about that kite you brought from Joe.
I don't know what it says, and I don't want to. The Lord is testing my faith by forcing me to help you. Personally, I'd rather not get involved in whatever scheme you're cooking up.
I'll cut you. I better. Joe wrote, "Tell the Sphinx, pack from Mexico. Use the B, the V, then the S. Ask V to help us cross the line." Guess that means he wants Viv to forge passports for us.
Hold it. Joe's...
Pack for Mexico.
That's right. Fridge is yours. If you see Joe, tell him we're even.
Okay, easy there. A booby-trapped safe. How the hell am I going to disarm this thing? Looks like there are 3 keys missing. B, V, and S. Joe wrote, "Tell the Sphinx, pack from Mexico. Use the B, the V, then the S. Ask V to..." Guess that means he... And risk being blown to pieces? I don't think so. Looks like there are 3 keys. Joe's note says, use... Okay then. Hooray! This is it. The money. Damn it, Joe. You could have just told me about this. I shouldn't carry the money around with me. Joe wrote that I should ask Viv to help us cross the line. I have to get her to forge us passports. I'll leave the cash in the safe and come back for it later. I shouldn't carry the money around. Joe, I have to get her. I'll leave. Damn it, Joe. You could have just...
It's nice of you.
I need fake passports for me and Joe. He's getting an early release.
First, you pay your rent. These cost a lot.
Gotta run, Viv.
Thanks.
About...
Thanks. It's nice of you to...
I need fake for me and Joe. He's getting an early release.
I'll need photos. And number 32 ink.
Gotta run, Viv.
Thanks.
I better keep it. Hi, B. How's biz?
So
Meet me-
empty when I'm without you.
Okay, got.
We already talked.
Now.
So lonely, so empty when I'm
I still got. For one, I'll trade, aren't we? That alone is useless. Viv says she needs 2 things to forge our passports: ink and a photo of me and Joe. No shooting in my... That won't get it developed.
It's nice of...
I need fake for me and Joe. He's getting an early...
I'll need photos. And number 30...
Gotta run.
Thanks.
Well, and write me a... He'll shoot me for... They could be in there eating spaghetti and meatballs. I should be glad I got the keys and scram.
so empty when I'm without you.
Caffeine. Hey, Tomato. Got any number 32 ink?
I used to. I'll look around. I found some of that ink you needed.
No dice. I got the ink and the photos of me and Joe for the passports.
Can you hand me some blank passports? It's nice of you.
I got the ink and the...
Can you hand me some blank passports?
Gotta run, Viv.
Thanks.
This one looks lucky.
It's nice.
I got the ink and the photo. Gotta run.
Thanks.
Here are the blank passports.
What country do you want to be from?
Let's have American and Canadian. Viv, these look perfect.
Keep them in your purse and bend them up a little. It's nice of you.
Gotta run.
Thanks.
A fresh start for me and Joe. Not yet. I gotta help Joe escape. For whatever reason, Joe... I should ask my friend down at Lower Depths. Not getting...
Ain't gonna have... No go. An old library card for Stroud's. Christine would know where to find it. I'm sure the Birdman would appreciate seeing his book in print. So you're good with books, aren't you?
I'm good with the book. I dig it.
Anyway, do you think you could get me this one?
Don't tell me what it's for. I don't want to know.
My wife can probably help you find it.
I'll let her know.
Father.
Yes?
About the book you wanted to get me.
Now it's up to your dame. I'll let you know if she had any luck.
Did you give Christine the note I gave you?
Yeah, she said it'll help her deal with Evan Camfield.
Yep, I hope she doesn't run off with what she finds. I got one. A big metal... Not one of those situations that not the... No, but... Not the right pair. No, but maybe I can carve something out of the brush over in the shop. Not the right pair. Not one of those... No, but we gotta conserve our resources. No, but...
Christine, I'm glad you followed the call of the Lord.
Yeah, thanks for phoning me up. What's up, Father?
Your husband asked me to give you this.
What's that? A book card from a library?
Looks like he's searching for a certain book. I hope that eventually his way will lead him to the one right book.
About our deal.
Okay, what do you want?
About that book card Joe gave you.
Seems he's searching for a certain book. I hope that eventually it'll lead him to...
Alcatraz.
Say, I'm looking for a book. It's called Stroud's Digest on the Diseases of Birds.
Check the rare bookshelf.
Can I use my credit for this one?
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Stroud's Digest on the disease. Give this book to Joe. He'll give you a phrase once he gets it. Ask him about the last cookie. That way I'll know you came through. Otherwise, it's the scandal of the decade.
You've gotten hard-boiled, Christine. It's part of God's plan. God must want me to do this.
About our...
Okay, what do you...
Did you give that...
Not yet, but I'll take the first...
You'd better.
Your old lady asked me to give you this. She said you'd have a phrase for her to show you got it. She says it's about the last cookie.
God helps those who help themselves. Father.
Yeah?
I got... That's the word from the bird. It doesn't need it. No, it was hard. Ain't gonna happen. No, it was hard enough to smuggle this book. That's the word from the bird. Ready.
Move it. Come on.
About our deal.
Oh, what do you...
I'll cut you.
No, but maybe I can carve something out of the brush over in the shop. I better keep my shiv here. She's not running. I have to use the control panel to fire her up. But first, I should find the missing parts. Someone removed one of them, and without a fan built, I can't connect it to the generator. I'll also need a gear to transmit the power. Gas pipe probably tried to fix her. He doesn't know how to treat a lady. That doesn't need a... I can't use the fan belt without installing a belt pulley first. No, but... I'm not ready. Without some... He got...
Aren't you gonna fix the Aren't you gonna...
No, it was hard enough to smell. It doesn't need it. It doesn't need